The Nigeria Football Federation, under the leadership of Amaju Pinnick, they have reacted to the demands by NAF to reinstate Christopher Giwa as president of the NFF. NFF second vice president, Shehu Diko, told Channel Sports that Amaju Pinnick is the authentic president, according to the statutes of FIFA and CAF. Diko added that the court judgment being circulated by NAF is a ploy by the rival group to cause trouble in Nigerian football. FIFA has already given Nigeria a deadline of 12 noon on Monday, as I told you, August the 20th, to put its house in order or face international ban. And that's the story that this group is saying. Shehu Diko just confirming it that, look, we did the right thing according to FIFA status and CAF status. We don't know what these guys are saying. And as you said, in the last Congress, they extended an olive branch. These guys said, look, come, let's talk. Let's see ways we can get these things done. So, Alfred, why is that not coming into fruition?
Well, I'm not on the other side, so I will not be in the best position to give you any possible reason why it didn't. That olive branch was not accepted. But in all of this, I would have expected that in all of these wranglings and all of the issues that we have on ground, what should be on the front burner is the interest and the growth of our football in the first place. I'm sorry to say, what you see is just sheer politics. Who is in charge? Who is called what and who gets what? Yeah. I mean, the process that brought in Amaju Pinnick for whatever you like, whatever you want to say, it's been there for 3 years, going to 4th year. This administration, the lifespan of this administration will round off in the next few months, a month or thereabout, and new election called for. So in all of this, even if we want to, what is the process of really changing guard? Is this something that we'll have to see every 4 years? Because it's now become like routine, right from when Galadima exited the office. It has to be we've not had any rancor-free transition as it is the leadership of Nigerian Football Federation for a long while, from Odeya, Galadima, back to Lulu and the rest of them. So is this something that we have to do? I think what is, for me, at the bottom of all of this is the process of, one seeking redress. That, for me, is what is at the bottom of all of this. If you know that you felt somehow in the process you feel hard done by, who do you make recourse to? And appeals committee that the process of getting is the people who are in this board, are they independent of the management of football? I mean, those are I think some of the small issues that can be taken care of. Everything shouldn't just be in the football family. So that somebody that comes to, seek redress will feel that, hey, the people that are educated in this matter are not interested parties in the case in itself. I think that's, for me, is what at the bottom.
I'd like my producer to put up the confirmation of the reaction from the Amaju Pinnick group reacting to the demands. So let's just see it and be sure that it actually came from the second vice president, Shehu Diko, because when we spoke to Shehu Diko confirmed that Amaju Pinnick is the authentic president of the NFF. He was speaking after the protest in Abuja. He says, look, what are we talking about? We know who has been in charge of football. We know the group that have been doing everything. So what is RC Jala and that group in Abuja saying? What are they protesting for? So that's it, the NFF right there saying that, look, Amaju Pinnick is in charge of football administration in Nigeria. But let's talk about this letter. Interesting things happening in Nigerian football. This letter was addressed to the president of FIFA, dated August the 14th, 2018. And it has this bold headline that says, visit of Nigeria Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Barrister Solomon Selkap-Dalong, to FIFA in Zurich. So they wrote a letter to FIFA saying that the Ministry for Youth and Sports, with some other people, the Secretary, Colonel Abdulmuminu Aminu, who is the former NFF Secretary General, Alhaji Ibrahim Galadima, who is also a former NFF President, Anthony Kojo Williams, loads of names there. But let me just come down to where we have Mr. Chris Giwa. And so when they write, they tell you the role each person will play at the meeting to FIFA in Zurich. But when they got to Christopher Giwa and Amaju Pinnick, it was blank. I look closely, if you can see that letter is coming down there. So you see Colonel Abdul Muminu Aminu, member, Olushade Adeshola, permanent secretary. You see Solomon Dalong, honorable minister. Now come down. You see Danjuma Mohammed, legal counsel. Mr. Chris Giwa, nothing. But he's going to be part of it.
Neither member.
We don't know. Mr. Amaju Pinnick, nothing. Mohammed Sanusi, Secretary General, NFF. So if we're not confirming Amaju Pinnick and his role, we have confirmed Sanusi with this. You see, then it comes to Nneka Anibeze's estate media to the Honorable Minister, Matthew Ame, who is part of the protocol to the Minister, and Ruben, Office of the PEMSEC. So they send that letter to FIFA, asking FIFA that we want to see you, want to have a meeting, let's talk. And they send the letter through the Embassy of Nigeria in Switzerland. FIFA has replied. Let's see FIFA's reply to that request that was sent by the Ministry for Health and Sport. That's FIFA's letter there. I'll read the first two paragraphs. The letter is dated August the 16th. That's yesterday. It's very fresh. It says, Honorable Minister, we refer to the correspondence dated 15th August 2018 from the Ambassador of Nigeria in Switzerland, His Excellency Baba Madugu, the contents of which have received our full attention. Listen attentively. In this respect, while we are aware of the seriousness and urgency of the matter, we regret to inform you that we are not in a position to respond favorably to your request for an appointment with the FIFA leadership. In fact, the FIFA president is indisposed during the proposed period. Alfred, what's your interpretation of this?
The man is indisposed. He's not around to see you. I mean, there are things happening elsewhere in the world. The Women's Under-20 World Cup is happening in France. The president will have to be there because.
But they listen to Ghana. They listen to Ghana.
For us, we had maybe the day Ghana, the meeting had already been, fixed. We are looking at much later. Perhaps the man is not freely disposed to meet you at that time. I had other commitments.
Let me tell you the next paragraph. Producer, go back to that letter. So they will say, where is Austin reading from? That's a copy of the letter, yeah. Let's just go back to that letter. The third paragraph says, moreover, we would like to recall that one member of the proposed delegation, Mr. Chris Giwa, is currently under a worldwide ban in accordance with the decision of the FIFA Disciplinary Committee dated 10th January 2017 to extend a 5-year ban from taking part in any kind of football-related activity imposed by the Nigeria Football Federation's Disciplinary Committee on 12th of May 2016. In this context, we would like to seize this opportunity to remind you that as part of the decision rendered by FIFA's Bureau of the Council on 13th August 2018, in the event of the NFF offices are not handed back to the legitimate NFF Executive Committee under President Amaju Melvin Pinnick by Monday, 20th August 2018 at 12 noon, the NFF will be suspended with immediate effect for contravening binding obligations of the FIFA statutes. So FIFA said, okay, we will see your letter, but let us remind you. Oh, Alfred, what do we want again? What do we want? It's becoming an international embarrassment.
No, I mean, if this letter, okay, like you said, the letter is from the ambassador, Nigeria's ambassador to Switzerland. Perhaps, of course, with clear instructions from the Ministry of Sports and the rest of them. I mean, if this is the level that it has reached, I think it's not only embarrassing, it's uncalled for, because we know that from the off, we knew where FIFA was going. In all of this, a letter was sent to us, a reminder, giving us a deadline That deadline is clear, is unequivocal. It's for Monday, 12. In fact, the time is stated 12 noon on Monday. One would have expected that the moment that letter comes in, we would have sought for ways of remedying the situation. How best can we find soft landing for everybody? So, to the extent that by Monday, we would have said, okay, this is where we are headed.
That's right.
For us, clearly, what it means now is that there's a deadlock. Now you can't go. The minister just left France, where our girls were knocked out. Now back to Nigeria. Federal Executive Council, all of the things that happened at the Federal Executive Council, you begin to wonder where all of these stories are coming from. Now there's a deadlock. How do we move from point A to point B now before Monday? Apparently, it's now looking clearly obvious
because
that Monday, we expect FIFA to make the
we will do something. It's Nigeria. We always do something.